Hello, you guys. Welcome back. This is take two because I pressed a lot of wrong buttons here, but
I
that's not what you're getting. You're getting take one.
It's technically take three.
Take three. This is take three, but you don't need to know that. How are you doing this morning? I found this bomb ass creamer. It's like a Hershey's
Ooh.
caramel
Oh, that sounds good.
giving. It would be
Well,
perfect for iced coffee.
I'm not like a Hershey's girl. I'm more of like a dark chocolate, like the Aldi brand, because I love that.
Yeah. I don't like Hershey's. Like if we're like, oh, I want a piece of chocolate, I'm not going for Hershey's. This was just in the creamer section. So it's giving, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I want a piece of chocolate. Give me a Hershey's.
Mm,
That's just bad
yeah.
behavior. That's bad behavior.
Terrible behavior. Terrible.
Hershey's are only appropriate if you're having s'mores. Other than that, I don't want it.
You know what? That's not a bad thing. Like, I feel like
What?
that's valid. That's valid. Like, I never reach for Hershey's, but if you're like, let's get s'mores ingredients, Hershey's.
Yeah, well, they've kind of marketed that. Like you have that association. If they have like s'mores kits, like it's always like a Hershey s'mores kit. And like Hershey's are like wicked cheap. Like it's part of like the same, it's like the Mars brand. Like Mars has all of the like candies, like all of the popular little Halloween candies that you get. So it's just like the cheap brand chocolate that's like either Halloween or s'mores. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Have you
I
ever
know what
tried
you're
to make a
saying.
s'mores with a Reese's cup? Now that.
I haven't had a
Saying.
s'mores in probably years. Like the last time I went to like a fire with my ex, like that,
There's going to be a
yeah.
s'mores station at my wedding.
I'm excited.
I've got gluten-free crackers on deck. It's going to be there's like a little fire pit outside, so there's going to be a s'mores setup. So
Oh,
I probably won't eat one because I don't know, probably won't have time, but I'm happy to provide it. And like I also am a little just like trying to eat like a s'mores in like a white dress. I will need a bib.
yeah. I'm trying to think. Well, we had like a cookie table, like traditional Pittsburgh thing. And we had so much leftover like cake. Like I didn't literally spend a fucking nickel on any of the desserts. Like everyone brought stuff, like, and the amount that we had
So
left
even if
over.
you had a big wedding, like if you
Mhm.
had like a more traditional wedding, is the cookie table
Mhm.
still a thing? Like people still would have brought them, even if it was like at a venue and all that?
You could do that, or you could get it catered. Like you could have
But you said it's like a Pittsburgh thing. So is it only
to
for
have
like,
a cookie table. For
oh,
example,
okay, okay.
yeah,
I understand.
my physical therapist, he's getting married. I can't remember when, but he was telling me there's a really nice Italian restaurant in Dianoa's, and they are doing a cookie table for them along with
I
like
got you.
catering dinner. So like you could do that, or you could do what we did. And I would just like my sister was in charge of finding people to like it was just who was coming, and they were like they went. It was like a Google Drive sheet, and they were like, I'm
Hmm.
bringing this, I'm bringing that, and I was
Okay,
like, I
okay.
don't want to think about it, I don't want to worry about it. And it was nice. We had so like it was like literally bags and bags and bags in our deep freezer. Like I was eating cookies for months.
Yeah, we are having a cake for like a cut cake for us. And then we're just doing like a dessert spread table and
Hmm.
then the s'mores outside. And because it was really challenging to find a gluten-free bakery. And they
Hmm.
didn't do large cakes. And I also feel like that's super outdated. Like all of my friends' weddings,
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, I mean, I can't eat a lot of the stuff regardless, but like I wouldn't be like, oh, let me have a piece of cake. Like it's outdated. Nobody wants to do that. Everybody wants to be shaking their ass on the dance floor. Like it's easier to just have something that like grab and go. And we'll also have little to go boxes like
Yeah.
for leftovers. Cause like who the hell doesn't want to like post wedding, like be drunk having like cookies and brownies and cake. And I'm just like, I'm here for all of the sweets that I will be probably having once my dress comes off, just because I'm going to be just like, I just want to dance all night.
I'm so
dance.
excited. I literally have, I was like, I haven't been to a wedding in so long. I can't remember the last one I went to, but I have yours. And then I
Mm-hmm.
have one like the weekend after or like 2 weekends after.
She's
Lots of what?
busy.
She's booked and busy.
I
Booked
have a
and
weekend
busy.
before, a week,
Oh,
9 days before. Yeah, yeah. It'll be
oh.
great. It's Michaela's sister. So we did this, we timed it really great. This summer has been so great because it was her shower and then it was my bachelorette trip a week later. And then it was my shower and then her bachelorette trip was a week later. And then it's her wedding and then my wedding is a week later. So it's been a little chaotic, but it's actually a good thing because one of our friends lives in California. And if they were like 2 months apart, I don't know if she would have been able to come to both. But because it's a week apart, it's like, oh, there's no question. Like, I'm just going to extend my trip and I'll be there for both. And I'm just like so hyped.
Oh, nice.
It'll be great. So that's the vibes for today: cookies, weddings, dancing all night. I'm so
I
excited.
got some good topics we can talk about.
Hit me with them. Oh, I want to hear your guys in the comments before we get in. This is a little This Week in Pop survey. I thought of this really
Mm.
great idea because Karen Huger just got out of prison. She had multiple DUIs. She was sentenced for 6 months. She just got out. Do you want to see a housewives history breakdown of housewives who have gotten arrested, housewives who have went to jail? Like, do you want to see that? Drop it in the
I
comments
kind of want to
below.
see.
I think that would be super crazy and interesting. We have a
Mm.
handful of housewives that have been arrested.
Mm.
And then there's a select few that have been actually like in prison. Like Jen Shaw is currently serving prison time. Karen Huger just got out of prison. We have topics on topics to go in with that. So let us know in the comments on YouTube. I will also clip this. Haha, you're watching it right now, and let me know below because this is a topic I feel inspired about. Like I want to take my journalism hat out, and not that I need to research because it's all here. But I will get the facts and figures. I'm excited. This is my deep dive.
Mm. Um, I would love to have one of them on and we could talk about prison.
So, friend of pod, Maddie Durkin from the Pop Corner, aka Matt Durkin, aka Mateo Durkin, to my family. He has he had Marge on from Real Housewives of New Jersey, and he, rubs elbows with some of these ladies. So we'll have to work it out a little bit because that would be such a cool fucking conversation. Oh man, oh man, that would
That
be
would,
insane.
that would.
Yeah,
Love
that's
that.
my spiel for a little This Week in Pop preview. That's a preview, and I want to hear your guys'
Preview.
feedback.
Preview. Okay. Yeah, I vote yes. Um, okay, so one like non-health thing. If you are someone that frequents Facebook Marketplace, I'm currently furnishing my apartment with Facebook Marketplace. It's not a forever apartment, so like, I mean, maybe it is, who knows? But I'm not buying brand new stuff. I'm not. I like to prioritize where my money goes, and my money is going into my health, into my business, into living, and it's not going to go into buying like overpriced furniture for like I don't even know how long I'm going to live here. So,
Mm.
not that I need to like explain why I'm using Facebook Marketplace, but
I think
anyway,
it also like a big part of that is like consumerism. Like there is just like
yeah,
furniture is not made like it used to be. Like
no.
I got these beautiful side tables from I don't know where it was online. They were not cheap. They're fucking shit. Like Armin
Mm.
bites into them. Like it is like some, what do you
Styrofoam.
call it? Like a no, it's like the wood that it's like a fake like fiber something wood like particle like wood particle or whatever.
Uh,
And
yeah.
I'm sure it said it in the description, but it's like okay, so also I'm so sorry. I can't think. Armin is literally in Balthazar mode. He's like so I can't think. But
Okay.
like you can get on Facebook like really actually high quality
Yes.
pieces of furniture. So like
Yes.
even if it's not, for like you're thinking, "Oh, it's not my forever." It's like well, you can also if you dig deep, you can find some good ass shit.
Honestly, I have skipped out on so many like cool vintage pieces because one, I
Mm.
don't have a tape measure yet. We're getting a tape measure today. And
That
two,
is the
like
most important thing you need in your life right now.
you know what I you know
Guys,
what
the
I
way Maddie has been measuring furniture right now,
did?
we have to insert a picture.
Of my ruler.
Your ruler, but also your broom and just like putting objects places. And you're like, well, I'm 5'5". So if I lay down on the ground and I put something here,
Yes. Yeah, that's
it's
what
so
I did.
silly. It's so silly.
So anyway, we're getting a tape measure today. And what was I going with this? Oh yeah. So trying to like find, I almost said equipment, furniture, when you don't have a tape measure or know exactly the layout is like
Mm,
stupid because then you're like, does this fit? I don't know if this fits. Blah, blah,
hmm
blah. Anyway, I stumbled upon a West Elm sofa. West Elm is a nice brand. It's a good brand. It's an expensive brand. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, dummy me forgot to, not dummy, excited Maddie forgot to like check her review, like literally check anything. Like, I had already gotten at this point two things off Facebook Marketplace. So like my the shields were lowered. I just kind of like forgot they're a
You were
scam.
trusting.
I
Yeah.
was trusting because I got like some cute lights. They were free. She's like, I don't want them. I'm like, cool. And then I got what else did I get? Something else, can't remember. And so like, yeah, I was in a trusting place. And so I'm messaging this lady and eBay man could not deliver the truck that I needed to pick up said couch. So I'm like, I'm an independent woman. I'm gonna rent a U-Haul. I'm gonna get this couch. Like she needs it picked up by this day. Like we're gonna make it work. I go and get said U-Haul. And now I know like how much it costs, where to get it. So like now that's like I kind of learned that, which is good. Then I realized I didn't ask for her address. And I'm like, oh fuck, like where is this place? And then I'm like, I am by myself. And then I realized like I was like, am I getting scammed? Like it was a free couch. Like, am I gonna like, arrive at this place and this person's gonna kill me? And then I look at the reviews and people are like, she stopped answering, she booked this, she that. And I'm like, I should not go here. And then I like started freaking out. And then I'm like literally sitting in said U-Haul, did not leave the parking lot yet, calling Allie. And Allie's like, you can get a refund, just return it. I run back in. I'm like, can I cancel this? So, maybe she wasn't going to skin me alive. Maybe she was. I don't know. But I
Yeah.
just had that gut feeling. I'm like, something is freaking weird about this. So I messaged her and because she'd give me the address. And I was like, sorry, like I can't make it. I was supposed to have someone come with me. Thanks again. That's it. Like I was like, I'm not doing this. So maybe someone has that couch now. Good for them. But like
I
it just
doubt
was,
it.
yeah, it just wasn't for
Usually,
me.
what they do is they'll be like, "Oh, I need your banking information so I can send you so like you can send me the money." And it's
But
usually not like a skin sweater situation. It normally is something where they're just trying to get your money ahead of time.
but it was free.
No, I know, but they're gonna
Oh.
they're gonna say something like, "Well, for, this amount." Like they'll work it around. Like
Mm.
I've seen the tricks on Facebook Marketplace. They're not gonna get me. And I will straight up like tell people, I'm like, "This seems like a scam. This is wicked sketchy. Bye." And then they'd be like, "No, no." And I'm like, "Okay." One time, my loving, beautiful husband, not this the scam radar, don't go
Low.
off on him. Don't go off. So wanted to pick up something. He was going to have to meet this guy. It was something for his bike. He was going to have to meet this guy in some place. And I was like, is this a public parking lot? Or it was like in like the parking lot of like a Walgreens essentially, or a Walmart. And I was like, because I can't go with you. Also, like, what am I going to do? But I think it's just better to go to these things with somebody else, a witness, because they're not
Correct.
probably going to get the both of us. Um,
Also, James
so
is like not a small little person. Like, I can't imagine someone trying to
Right, but
like,
like you could get pewed, and then it doesn't
right,
matter how
right.
big you are. So at least like if there's two people there, I can dodge and duck maybe. I don't know. Who
Yeah.
knows?
No,
Probably
I know.
not, but it's the confidence, right?
Yes, yes.
Um, so he starts, the guy is like, okay, so I need your banking information, blah, blah, blah. And James is like, wait, like, but I'm gonna pay cash. It's not clocking. He's not getting it. And I'm like, James, this is a scam. You are being scammed. What are you doing? So he sent the guy like $50 or whatever, because the guy's like, well, I'm not gonna drive all the way there unless I have like a deposit. James, you're so dumb. I don't know how it was, either like Venmo or Zelle or some bullshit. And
Wait,
I'm like, hmm?
can they steal through Venmo?
No, no, but he's just like, here's
Oh,
my
okay.
Venmo. This is where you can send the deposit. And
Mhm.
then, because it's a larger amount, let's send it through XYZ. And I'm like, James, what are you doing? Like, he's like, no,
Mhm.
no, like sometimes this is how it goes. And I go, no, it's not. No, it's fucking not. Like, what are
Yeah,
you talking about? Yeah,
yeah,
scammed out of the $50. And I go, I told you. I told you. And he's like, I don't want to talk about it. I told you. Now you're embarrassed. And now hopefully you learned a lesson. And he's
yeah.
he's like, yeah, they're asking for my banking information. I go, if you were sending him money, you would need his banking information. Why does he need yours? Like, let's
Yeah.
critically think. So, my friend, you're in good company because he be doing that. And he's like, I've been on Facebook Marketplace a lot. And I'm like, really? Really? Because you just got scammed out of $50, dude. So,
You win
always
some,
ask
you lose
me.
some.
My scam dar is I see it from a mile away.
Love. Oh, update on the wedding dress, the wedding guest dresses in my dress for the symphony. So I have the box. I need to try on all the dresses. They have been sitting in my apartment. My goal is to try them on. What?
That's wild. When I get a box, it's opened immediately. I put it on my body
I
immediately.
I was gone. I was running
Doesn't
around.
matter. Doesn't matter.
I know. I'm gonna try them
Wild.
on
That's
because
crazy.
I'm gone this weekend. I'll be back Sunday night. So my goal is because I wanted to try them on and use that for B-roll and like content.
Oh,
So
oh, so you're trying to be
like
strategic.
yeah, I'm not trying to try them on like 10 times and like redo reactions. Like it's gonna be like
Really? Oh, me always. Like that's why. That is so I think I have no willpower because I'll get a notification a package is here and I will stop what I'm doing and I will go get it immediately and open it because I just like I can't contain
uh,
it. And if it's closed, I put it on immediately. I don't care if I'm like sweaty
uh,
from the gym. I don't care if I feel
no,
like fat and bloated. I'm like, I gotta put this on my
no.
body.
Yeah, no, 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 no. No,
No, no.
I'm gonna do it like Monday or like when, but I need to return them and the Amazon order. So I'm like trying to do it all at once. My Amazon return goes to
Mm.
the same place where the pack, the dresses will go. But I
Yep.
also have this really cute, and it might be, I don't know, it might not be. Excuse me, this really cute, like I don't know if you wouldn't call it like traditional, like the fit of it and the look of it is giving like a Chinese style dress. I don't know what they're called, but like imagine like the way it buttons, the way it fits, like I don't know what those are called. But I thrifted it. It needs to get fitted, so I need to go to a seamstress. So I need to get that done. So it's just like I'm trying to like I might not get that done in time to wear that to the symphony. It's really cute though. It has like roses on it. It's black. It's like not like silk, it's like a fake polyester blend or whatever, but that needs to get refitted. So if I get that refitted in time, maybe I'll wear that to the symphony, but I'm gonna try those dresses on this week. I will not send you pictures because you wanted to be maybe I will, and I won't tell you which one I'm picking.
You can send me pictures. Yeah, okay. Horror story of clothing. I told Kate, I was like, oh, like, I don't care whatever you wear to the rehearsal dinner, whatever.
Uh,
Michaela calls me and she goes, so and so gave Kate an outfit and Allie, it looks fucking horrible. She's pissed. She doesn't want to wear it. Like, you gotta hear how she explains it because, dude, I'm like dying. Like, like, she's like, I'm crying laughing because she is just so pissed off. She's like, I don't even know why they would say I should wear this, blah, blah, blah. So she
mhm.
shows it to me and I was like,
That bad.
so fucking ugly. And I'll tell you, I can tell you offline. But
Yeah.
someone had given it to her and they were like, this is perfect to wear, blah, blah, blah. And Kate's like, I'm not fucking wearing that. That shit is ugly as hell. I don't know, like, were you trying to be helpful? I think they were trying to be helpful and take something off of her plate, but I was like, please do not wear that. I was like, that is so ugly. So bizarre. So we ordered a couple of dresses and they're gonna be so slay. But
I keep wanting to ask, is it a dress? What is it? A suit? Like,
Um, a pant, a top, and like another top thing. It just like it's giving grandma.
I had a feeling. I
And
had a feeling.
my mom was like, "Yeah, that." She's like, She'll be 31. Don't wear that. And Kate's like, "I'm obviously not wearing it." And she's like getting like so upset. And I'm like,
Oh,
"It's fine. Like you definitely don't need to wear it." She's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm not wearing it." And I was like, "Okay, it's all right, all right. So let's get a good outfit." Because she was like, she was triggered. She was like, "This is horrible." So wear whatever makes you feel your best self, please.
noted. Um, yeah. So I want to talk about health
Hmm.
stuff. This is something that I've been experiencing, but I know so many women also go through this. And this can be applied to like any kind of wormhole you go down to. But this is a new
Ah.
wormhole that I have gone down. But also it's like a combination of I was feeling anxiety about it, like, oh my
Mm.
God, a new issue. But then also I
Ah.
was like, real quick, I was doing show notes the other day or something, and like I took a screenshot because I love to pick on Allie about being an active listener because I
Right.
love it, but it's also just like I just very animated, and I know I'm an animated person, so like animated person to animated person, like love it. But I sent a screenshot to Allie, and I'm like, "This is how I know you're listening to me." She's like,
Yes. Like the eyes closed, shaking the head. I know. I know. And I
visualizing.
really am being so serious. I know it
I
probably looks like
know.
I'm like being like an asshole and like being like a douche, but like truly, I feel it in my bones. It just
I know
comes
you
out.
do. I know you do. So here's there's like so many wormholes, and this will be like kind of like the chunk of the episode
The
today.
meat and
Um,
potatoes.
the meat and potatoes. There's a restaurant called Meat and Potatoes in Pittsburgh. Still haven't went yet. Need to go.
Okay.
Need to
Noted.
go. Noted. Um, okay, so when you find any kind of issue. You probably heard, like, I don't know what, like, I guess you would say, like, our age demographic or maybe like the generation before us, where we were like WebMD and be like, oh my God, I'm dying. And you would like fall down a wormhole of like
Yeah.
whatever ailment you're experiencing. And then you're like going through like treatment plans and you're going through like worst case cause scenarios. And then you're
You're like,
like,
I
oh my God.
have cancer, my eyeball's gonna fall out of my head,
Yep.
or I'm just dehydrated.
All of the above.
All the
Um,
above.
I did that the other day, and like I was going through like an anxiety spiral about it. I'm gonna get into details of what it is,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff. But like I am so thankful for one, I have tools to regulate myself. And if you were listening to Inspired Delusions, you know how important our episode with them, you know how important regulating yourself is in order to be able to accomplish anything with your health. Let's be honest, in life. But I'm really grateful I had the tools to like center myself after being like, oh my God, like this is bad. And I'm also really grateful for two other things. One, because I have invested so much in my health, because I have been going down this route of working on my health, so much of the treatment plan for what I believe that I have, I'm already doing. I'm
Mm,
already doing that stuff. So it's like I always think when especially now, and maybe we'll talk about this, like I'm really focusing on working with women like 45 and up because I really love that age and I really love helping them with the basics. So many things that they're experiencing will get, I don't want to say fixed, but will get mitigated. Well, the symptoms will reduce. They'll feel better in the body when you focus on the basics. And that's so much of what I have honed in on with my health that when the treatments for this are nutrient rich diet, eating less processed foods,
mm-hmm.
exercise, lymphatic drainage, stress reduction, hormone, like working on balancing your hormones. I already do all that stuff. So it was like very like, oh, I'm already doing so much. I don't have to be like, oh my God, I have to like revamp my entire life to fix this issue. So that
Right.
was also a really good feeling and why it's like so important, no matter like what phase of life you're in, what's going on, to like really have things that you're like non-negotiables you're really focusing on and you can always increase from there. And the third thing I'm really grateful about is having support with a coach already who can which we've said in the past, if you've listened to us since the beginning,
Hmm.
I feel like as coaches, we take the emotion out of things and show you the facts. And I'm really glad that I have my coach, Julie, because when I brought this to her, she was like, I totally understand. Let's walk through it. And
Hmm.
she helped me kind of bring down the fear and reminded me what we're doing. And also, she has a network. Like, I am talking now with her mentor about what I'm experiencing, and we're coming up with a plan and best plan of action, all of those things. So having that support system, so being able to regulate myself, having those tools that I can use and call upon, grab out of the toolbox,
Mm.
having healthy habits already really ingrained in my daily lifestyle, and then having support has truly made realizing I potentially have something I that is a problem, so to speak, but knowing I have all these things to help me get through it and for it to improve upon. So I think that's really
Mm.
good to like just lay the background about that.
Hmm.
Do you want to add anything to that before I get into more specifics?
Yeah, I think that like millennials are very much about the WebMD, about Googling their symptoms because
Yeah.
have we had earlier access to like the internet and a lot of the things. Like older generations, like they have the ability to access these things, but they got access to it later, right? So whenever there's an issue, you will catch me Googling everything and anything. It does not matter what it is.
Correct.
I want an immediate answer. And
Yep.
oftentimes, when you're plugging things into fucking like Google, you are going to either you have a headache or you're dying. And it's
Yep.
like, well, now I'm going to spiral because it's obviously not just a headache. I must be dying.
Yeah.
And then you're
Yeah.
trying to do all these things. But to really just remind yourself that if you are not doing the basics for anything, you can't do the I think it's like more of the attractive stuff, like taking
Advanced.
the supplement, doing
Yes.
the specific massages or exercise, or doing the things that are a little bit more foreign to you. And you're like, oh, I want to do that because that must be it. When reality
Yeah.
is, if you're not laying that basic foundation, that shit is not going to matter. I mean, from my own experience, when I was working with this coach that really broke my trust in in coaching for a minute there. um I felt like taking all of the supplements that I was like, okay, this will fix it. And it was almost just like a dopamine hit because you're like, oh, I'm doing something new, I'm doing something different, I've got this new routine and this is going to
Yeah.
work, until I was like, holy fuck, this is such an intense routine. I'm taking fucking horse-sized pills every day. I'm doing this whole thing. Like, it was just so intense. And not to play the blame game, but if we had at least got me out of my diet phase and then maybe started to look at other things, we would have had far more success. So
Yeah.
I totally empathize with the wanting to do the shiny things, the foreign things, because it's new and you're like, this will fix it. But I know as a person who's experienced my own things and as a coach, if we don't have the basics, we have nothing. And I know it's like, it's so overplayed and you're tired of hearing it, but I don't care. I don't care if you're tired of hearing it because it's clearly not sinking into your brain. I'm not
Yeah.
tired of hearing it because I know it's real. I know it's going to work. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
we have to get here. So yeah, you
Yeah.
were in a bit of a moment there. You were really feeling a lot of anxiety around that. So let's talk about it.
So I noticed this with my mom and not my sister. I asked her about it and she doesn't really experience the same symptoms, but I realized through doing a lot of lymphatic drainage because I've been working on my face. By the way, like I need to always use this camera. I'm having a good camera day.
Yeah,
Even with
you are.
I know, even with crappy lighting. I'm on my backup computer and it's doing its thing today. But anyway, been doing a ton of lymphatic drainage, working on that. That has been something, just detoxing in general and liver health has been something I've really focused on because I was on very harsh medications, like
Mm,
for when they thought I had an autoimmune disease. and the medications affected my liver, and like my liver enzymes were like probably almost triple what normal, and now
What they
they're,
should be.
yeah, and they, after, I can't remember if it was 3 months or 6 months of being off medication and working on continuously everything, they dropped by like 50-75%. So like they went down,
Hmm.
thankfully, because no one wants liver cirrhosis in their
No.
30s. Not a good thing. And Anywho, so working a ton of lymphatic drainage, and I started to notice like just some like weird things about my legs. I have always had very tender legs my entire life. My mom bruises like a peach, and I just thought like it was like bruising was like an iron deficiency, which I know I've had. I know I have excess estrogen because of having liver issues and among other symptoms that we notice, and having excess estrogen and also low iron, that can be lots of bruising. But I also noticed like anytime, like if you were to pinch my skin, like it's just very tender. My legs have always been super tender, my skin in general. I'm like, that's odd. And my feet get very, very cold easily, and I've always had that with my feet and my hands. And then I'm like, interesting. So I just kept looking like into this more and more. As I've been doing more lymphatic drainage, I noticed like my lower body just like holds more water weight. I'm like, okay, also interesting. When I would like foam roll, like on a soft foam roller, it was like it always hurts. So I'm like, why does this hurt so bad? Like
Mm.
always super, super painful. I'm trying to think what else. I think one of the last I get restless legs very easily. My lower body
What
gets
is
very
restless legs?
like they like an itchy feeling, like can't stop moving, like tingly. It's like not fun.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah. My mom gets that a lot. My lower body, like whenever I train hypertrophy, so like high volume, haven't done that in a while. I have to lower the weight. Let's say I could do okay, 5 squats at 100 pounds. Let's say that's what it is. I have no idea because I've been rehabbing 2 knee injuries, so I don't know like what I could do right now. But let's say that was like my max. 5 squats, 100 pounds. If you were like Maddie, you have to do, I don't know, 10 squats or 20 squats,
Hmm.
I would have to do like 10 pounds, like 20 pounds. Like my lower body gets so fatigued so fast. I thought that was
Mm.
just because I had long legs. Like I just thought my lower body was just weaker. And I've always had like a low muscle tone in my legs, like no matter how much I've trained them. And then one of the final things I noticed was how much my legs, the size of them actually got a lot smaller, as in like fat mass, as in like just like obviously muscle mass. I lost muscle mass when I tore my meniscus, menisci, I guess you could say. Um, but I noticed they got a lot smaller and leaner when I dropped a lot of the volume and intensity on my lower body. And all of those things, the final thing actually is when you squeeze my skin on my legs, it doesn't look like cellulite. It looks like rice and peas underneath, like nodules. And I know you're gonna look now. But that's what it
Nope.
looks like. Yeah, you're good then. And I was like, I think I have early stages of lipedema. Like
Mm.
I went down this rabbit hole. And when I brought this up to my coach before, she was like, no, Maddie, I don't think you do. Like, don't let yourself get into that wormhole. I
Right.
sir well, okay, I'm not gonna like, she was coming from a good place, but then I'm like, no, I think I have this. So I started looking into it more. Every single thing I just said, I have all those things. Those are all the
Well, can
things
I
that,
interject?
yeah.
You probably brought it up at a time where you would not have had the capacity to
Yes.
deal with it.
Yes.
So she's like, we don't need to worry about that right now.
Yes.
But it also, that is, then the other point of it is you listened to your intuition and you listened to your body. And when you did have more capacity, you brought it up again. So both things are actually really valuable because I can see it from the coaching side, but then I can also see it from a client side. And
Yes.
that is just, both of those are really powerful in this moment.
Right. And it reminds me of my one client who she's actually in her 30s. It was like she was almost menopausal where her hormones were at because of
Oh
just
my.
how out of whack her body was. And I remember she messaged me, we may have talked about this, but she asked me like, what can we do to start lowering my insulin resistance and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, we are doing everything we can do right now
Yeah.
to get to that place where your insulin will lower. But we're
Yeah.
not going to hyper fixate on that because we're doing what we have to do right now. We can't add
Right.
anything else. Same exact thing, same exact situation, which is funny. It's how like parallel, how mirrored that back is.
Yep.
So I messaged her again about it and I told her, like, this is exactly what's going on. Here is evidence. Here's all the
Here's the
pictures.
evidence. I have done the
Literally.
research.
Yeah, and she talked to her coach and asked me for more information. I sent her all of it. And he's in Australia, so like the time will just like, have to wait like another day before we hear back or whatever. But I was doing a ton of research into it. I'm literally doing like everything we can do. And the funny part is the causes of lipidemia, part genetic. My mom definitely has it. And it's also stress. When your stress is higher, it forms. It's basically, it's not lipidemia. Like we should have a lipidemia expert on because I'm so like intrigued by it. You can't just fix it by diet and exercise. It is so much more than that. It is like a layer of fat underneath your skin that is not just like you, it's just more stubborn to lose. So like it can be mitigated by diet and exercise, but it's increases it certain phases of your cycle. So the fact that I'm estrogen dominant, that's why I have it more. The fact that I have trouble with nutrient absorption, all of these things. But now that I've went down the wormhole of it, I'm less freaked out about it because she even voiced it back to me, like everything that she knows about it, and she's not claiming to be an expert. Like she's like, we're already we're focusing on all of that.
Yeah.
And it makes sense to why that's happening. So I feel better about it. I feel less scared about it. And now that I know we're going to be talking about it with her mentor and like what we can do, I'm probably like, my next steps is I want to get formally diagnosed only because I want to see what treatments I can get covered by insurance.
Yeah.
So whether I can get start getting MLDs, which are mild lymphatic drainage massages specifically for
Mm.
that. If I get that covered by insurance, I'm gonna get those
Oh,
covered.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell
That
yeah.
and I've been getting ultrasound radio frequency done on my knees to help with it breaks up scar tissue.
Yep.
That's actually really good for lipidemia, and I want to get that covered for my whole entire legs.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of like saunas. I want to get those covered. All that stuff is really good for lipidemia. So that's one of the main reasons why I want to get formally diagnosed so I can just see what else I can start doing and get it covered by insurance.
Do you still have that sauna suit or it's your dad's?
It's my dad's, yeah.
See, oh, this is where I forget that like my parents are super bizarre. I would just take it and they would be like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh,
Like
well, he
they
used it, so I don't want to take it.
I don't,
But I do have a
growing up
five.
in our like it wouldn't like and y'all can think whatever you want. We are brat behavior. Hell fucking yeah. Like my parent like they would literally take the skin off of their body if I needed it.
My
Like,
mom would do that
so
too.
I
Yeah.
would like, yeah, I would just be like, can I just borrow this for a little bit? My mom or my dad would be like, yeah, sure, whatever.
My
But
mom is the same way, yeah. I
yeah.
was gonna add, shoot. Oh, I did win a 5 pack of saunas, like
Mm.
15 minutes from my apartment. So I will be going to that. Like, I'm gonna at
Wait,
least
what?
go. What I mean, what?
Oh, it's 15 minutes from your apartment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought you meant like 15-minute sessions in your apartment. I was like, I feel
Yeah.
like that would have come
Oh.
up in conversation. I was like, I don't hear about this. Oh, that's sweet. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so I'm gonna try to do like every other week or something, and then like I know
That's gonna be nice.
I love a good sauna,
I
like
love a good sauna. I
freaking
love sweating. Like, not for the fact of like weight loss and a crazy workout, because we know that, like,
yeah,
you know, we don't need to be focusing on all that. But
correct.
just to sweat, like, after, you've been a little stressed, or you feel like you haven't been sleeping well, or you just feel like you haven't sweat in a while. Like, sometimes
It's good.
yeah, it feels so good. Like, Every other place we've lived, we've always had a bathtub. We don't have a bathtub here. And I'm not gonna like cook myself in the shower because like low key, I would take baths so hot, like I'm a little lightheaded. I need to like stay in the water. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like
I've like gotten
I
up.
can't be like in the shower hanging on to like the wall. And you know we got those bars in the shower.
I've gotten up out of the
Ah!
I've gotten up out of the tub after a hot bath and I'm like, oh.
Oh, no, no, no. The trick I always did was I would start to unplug it and then just like sit there for a minute and like drink my cold water because yeah, I would boop, boop. Like I know I would, but okay, this is a little like this is sauna related, but it's a little off track. We were looking for booking our honeymoon and just looking at places we want to stay. We're gonna go in Quebec. There's a mountain called Mont Tremblant and it's like this village area. It is so freaking cute. Like Hallmark movie moment. Like
Oh,
it's
I love
so
that.
cute. We're gonna go skiing. We're probably gonna go for a week. And we were looking at hotels and James is like, well, yeah, we want to stay like somewhere where it's like pretty easy to ski on, ski off. You know, we're going to have the car, but we don't want to be like driving to the mountain. We want it to be easy. And I'm like, 100%.
Yeah.
And then he's like, we want to look for a place that has like a really nice spa treatments and different stuff. And I was like, of course. Um, I look at this one place, there's the sauna. So like it's like do a 15-minute session in the sauna and then do a cold plunge in the river outside. I was like, how fun would that? Like, just like I
I would
love,
do that.
oh, hell yeah. Kate did a treatment like that in Thailand. Like, she was at this spa and it was like 15-minute bursts of each thing. And she was like, I felt incredible. Like, I was just looking that up and I was like, I haven't been in a sauna in a minute. And like, I've never done a proper cold plunge. Like, I've done like polar plunges,
Oh,
like in the
okay.
ocean. So
Oh, okay.
it's like, you know, same, but I've never
Yeah.
like, you know, or I'd like try and do it in my bath, but like it's not as cold as like the big, you know, a tank because I can only get so much ice and then I'm getting fucking ice from my freezer. But yeah, but you know, to go back to the saunas, to go back to the things that you're doing, you are starting with a solid foundation. You're not
Yeah.
starting from a place of you eat a lot of fast food and processed food and you're not drinking enough water and you're over drinking coffee and you're stressed out and you're drinking a lot of alcohol and you aren't moving your body, right? Like you're starting from a really solid foundation. So that allows you to do the more advanced things. And the thing is you're already doing those advanced things just because we have this ability to do it because we've done the basics and because we're
Mhm.
surrounded with really intelligent people that share these
Mhm.
things with us. We have the ability to soak that in. And
Mhm.
yeah, that is scary for a moment, but you were able to just ground yourself in the plan and knowing that you're doing a majority of what you should be doing or could be doing. And then you also have a mentor who has a mentor and you're getting quality answers. Like you have a game plan
Yes.
where in that moment you're like, I don't have a game plan. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And like it's
Hmm.
damn,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. That's stressful.
Yeah. So we'll be doing updates on that.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
as I venture into that world, definitely have been looking at different TikTok people who focus on lipidemia, been learning new stuff.
Yeah.
And honestly, like now that the more that I learn, the more I realize I don't know. I could
Yeah.
literally count to you numerous clients that have it, that had it, that I've worked with in the past. And I'm
Mm,
like, oh, damn. Like, because they would ask me about certain things. And I'm like, oh, we can't spot treatment, fat, things like that. And it makes so much sense why they were experiencing certain symptoms and different things
yeah.
on their body. I'm like, oh, they have probably had that.
Right.
So learning more about my body just makes me, I feel like, and you probably feel like this too, a better coach and a better resource. And
100%.
like if I have a client that, wants to learn more about preventing collagen loss in their skin, I know so much stuff about that now because I've been deep diving that,
Yeah.
focusing on like my skin and preventing aging and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it's
I think it's also like really interesting, like from I have learned a lot about my body in different ways. And when we're learning about things, we're not claiming to be an expert. We're sharing
no, 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 no.
experiences. And
Yes,
so I think that's also like look out for red flags. Like I always say just because
correct.
somebody lost weight does not mean they're a coach. Just because somebody you know, got rid of their acne doesn't mean they're like a specialist in hormone,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
all this sort of stuff. But from experience and the tools that I can share with my clients, because it really is
Hmm.
just sharing, it's like an open conversation. It's not
Yeah.
saying this will
Like
work for you.
here's what I did and that worked, and
Yeah.
other
And
clients
here's
have
what
tried
I've
it.
learned. Here's what was beneficial for me. It could help you.
Hmm.
A lot with my mental health and therapy and just opening the conversation for women. Because when we're working with our clients, yes, we are their health coaches and we're focusing on their body, but it is also related. And a lot of the times we'll get into these conversations where it's like, thank you for talking about this because it actually makes me feel really safe to be able to communicate this and
Hmm.
being able to say, well, this is something that has worked for me. I mean, I've done that with Maddie. I'm like, if I am like mentally spiraling, I get up and I do something physical. And it doesn't need to be anything crazy. It can be unloading the dishwasher, it can be folding a couple of towels. It's just like little tools that we can share and just,
Hmm.
prefacing, this is what worked for me. You could try it out, but it allows us to be better coaches on this very human level because
Hmm.
we're having shared experiences. Um,
Hmm.
and I think a lot of the time when we're online, it is so important to have those shared experiences because there is a barrier. There is no physicalness of like, I'm a person and I can touch you. Like,
Hmm.
not in a creepy way, but you know what I mean? Like,
I can touch you.
just like being, in the same breathing air. Like we
Mhm.
don't have that because our clients are online. And so being able to have these conversations and shared experience, like I always value um with some time behind me. I always value things that have happened to me and that I've experienced, whether it's good, bad, ugly. Like, if there's some time in between, I can always look back at and value it and be like, how has this actually changed me for the better as a coach? Like, it really
Mhm.
sucked for me in this moment, but I can always look back and be like, well, that actually made me a better coach in this way. It made me a better person in this way. Um,
Mhm.
and I'm not like one of those people that's like, oh, God did this for me. Cause like we all know where I stand on that. But I do
Mhm.
think it's just how we look at experiences. Cause I could choose to look at things and be like, why the hell did this happen? Why me? And maybe I will feel that in the moment. But I really try and say, okay, well, this did happen. But what was the
What did
what
I
happened
learn?
after? What'd you say?
Yeah. What did I learn?
What did I learn? But I was gonna say, what was the not fallout, because that tends to like we have a negative. What was the fallout from it? But what were the
Yeah.
events after that happened? And
Yeah.
how did that shape me? And so,
Yeah.
especially with like my amount of anxiety, I can very easily go to dark and scary, and I'm just gonna hole up in my house and everything is
Hmm.
scary. So I really work on trying to look for the things that will help other people from my experience because that makes me feel like,
Mm.
oh, there's a bit of control in that. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, being a coach, we are multifaceted. We are not only spiraling and going down the Google wormhole, but then we bring it back and we're like, okay, dose of reality. Here we are. We actually have an action plan. And that's why you should hire us because we are
Duh.
very smart people. We are very I think we're introspective because like we can sit here and be like, oh, like you'll text me just spiraled and then it's like we bring it back or I'll send a voice note and I'm like, I'm not sending this for you to listen. I'm sending this for me to process. And then,
Also,
you know,
real quick, the voice memo I sent you yesterday, I don't even listen to it yet, had a lot of good nuggets. Even if
okay,
it
I
was me
didn't. I'm gonna listen to it now. I saw one of a friend of the pod, Kate's post, and she was talking about like things that I do as a mother, and I'm not a mother. I mean, I am mother, but I'm not a literal mother. She was like, I stopped working at 5 and to like spend time with her daughter, and I was like, you know what? We're in the crunches of wedding time. I'm going to set a boundary and I stopped working at 5:30. I put my phone, I barely looked at my phone. I had to charge
Oh,
it,
I love
plugged it
that.
in. And I was like, I felt guilty a little bit I did, but I was like, no, you deserve this. You did what you needed to do. Nobody needs you after 5 p.m. This is not like, if they really need you, they will call you, right? and it felt really good. So I'm gonna listen to it today. But I was like,
No, and it kind of also, which is serendipitous, it kind of
yeah.
played on that too. Like I didn't know
Oh,
you were doing that.
I
So
love that. Oh my God,
but
you guys, our
there were some
brains.
good. I know we're always like ooh, we're
We
in
are like,
sync.
it's like twin telepathy, but we're not twins because, of course, she's older than me, an old woman. Um,
Listen here, bitch.
wait, you were 96, not
Yeah,
your age. You're not laughing. I make a yoke.
I
I make
know.
a yoke. You were born in 96.
Correct.
So you are a year and March, April, May. You are 15 months older
Really?
than me. You're so old.
Wow.
Ugh,
And
gross.
I look younger.
My elder. Oh, now I'm gagged. Now I'm gagged. Well, you know what? I look like a teenager because I have my pimple patch on, but my face had a moment. Thank God for the red light. Thank God for the blue light. We are sitting there just that is the wedding prep of it all, is making sure that
And
that skincare is on point.
literally, anything you want to close up with?
Nothing for reals, but I'm just very much in a talking mood today. So I don't know. I think the interaction with humanity has been so low because it's like work and wedding. And I'm just like, I need to like gab. And nobody's been around to gab. Like,
I tried gabbing with you yesterday.
try gabbing with me
Oh,
via
the
the
voice
telephone.
memo.
Oh, well, the
No.
voice memo. Yeah.
I know.
Oh my goodness, no, it's crazy. And Kate was in an interview yesterday, so I was like, I was
Ooh.
just like, I would love to just gab, and
Mm.
and then we will close it out. But I was that kid, and I am still that kid where I would call my mom's work, like she works in a hospital, like this bitch, she's busy. I would call the work, and I would be like, "Is Sylvie Larrabee there?" And it was mortifying. My mom's like, hi, like, what do you need? And she's like, you know, you can just call my cell phone. I was like, well, you didn't answer your phone. And she's like, okay, so I'm busy. And I'm like, crazy.
Aw.
But I'll still, yeah, no, I call, like, if she doesn't answer, I like text her. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm at work. And I'm like, no, for sure. But like, what are you doing? Because like, you're not answering. I don't know what that is about, but I demand
Mm.
attention and I will get attention.
Somewhere, somehow, some way.
Somewhere, somehow, some way. I don't know. I don't
Uh,
know. But no, I think overall, to round her out,
round her out.
we are able to go down this wormhole because we also talked about it on our episode with Kate. We have the ability to put our hands into so much information right at once. It's on our phone, it's our computer. We can talk to like Google Home or Alexa. Like we have so much ability to just get a fuck ton of information at once. And that can be really overwhelming. But I guess it's what
Hmm.
you do with that information.
Hmm.
So having a support system, having a coach where you can bounce these things off of, but then also reminding yourself whatever you're diving into, if you do not have the basics under control, it does not matter, right? If you're
Hmm.
perimenopausal, if you're struggling with hormonal acne, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to build muscle, right? All of these things, we have to all start with the basics. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you've done this before. Our body is going to thrive on having water, protein, movement, good sleep. We can't do the fun stuff. And I call it fun stuff because
Hmm.
it is that dopamine hit. You're like, oh, it's something different. It's new.
Hmm.
Um, but then you also get bored of that quickly when you start not seeing results because you're not doing
Hmm.
the basics.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a good experience because even as somebody would look at you like the coach, the professional, you still find yourself in these moments because you're human.
Hmm. Human
Hmm.
as fuck. 100%.
Period. Period.
Um, what I have going on right now, I just launched. Now, this is like going to be a few weeks after, but my newest program, it's a free program, so everyone needs to be in it. I don't care what goal you actually have because you can benefit from this. It's a simple push-up program. I did two push-up challenges before. hundreds of women were telling me, oh, I didn't join because I can't do a push-up, or I can't get on and off the ground, or I don't have a bench, I don't have equipment. Bitch, I recorded the workout videos on in my kitchen. I use the kitchen counter. I don't even have a kitchen table. I use the kitchen counter. You don't need anything to do this. It's a totally free program. You're getting 10 days of workouts. You're going to learn how to do a push-up. You're going to learn how to do it correctly. It's not about doing a million reps. It's not about getting sweaty. It is not about cutting out foods to see weight loss, but it is about learning how to move correctly so you do build muscle, and in turn, you're burning fat. So I will put the link below. It is a totally free 10-day workout program. You're getting it all delivered to your phone off of social media, so you don't have to worry about being in a Facebook group. But I'm super excited for the ladies that joined, because again, hundreds of women told me last time they were afraid to join a push-up challenge. This is why it's a simple push-up program. So I'll put the link. But I'm excited for you guys to join. So
Slay.
that
I
is
love that. I love
slay
that.
slay.
And I think by the time this episode comes out, wedding will be over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So,
or what? No, it'll be wedding week. Wedding week.
oh Christ, it'll be wedding week.
So
So
wish
next,
Allie.
wish me luck. Drop in the
Yes.
anonymous question box below. What was your favorite moment of your wedding day? I am asking everybody this because I want to soak it all up. You guys heard me talk about
Love
this.
that.
I felt like my bridal shower went by so quickly. And of course it's less hours, right? The wedding day is the whole day. But I want to hear what your moments were, what you soaked up. I have screenshots of everybody who I've got this from, because I want to sit and just like read it the week of the wedding and just like really center
Oh,
myself,
I love
because
that.
I'm just so excited and I want to be able to just like be so present. So tap
Yeah.
that link below, drop your best wedding experiences. Do not share bad things that happen. Do not share your horror stories. We can talk about
Nope.
that another time. Okay?
Yep. Good
Peace
vibes
and love.
only.
Peace and love.
Thank, thank you guys so much for listening and watching Kind of Hot, Kind of Healthy. Please make sure to subscribe. Only 5 stars only. F
Hmm.
you if you give us lower than a 5.
Hmm.
Share this with your girlfriend who needs to hear this, and who also has spiraled about a health issue recently. This is the perfect episode for them. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere where you stream podcasts. Bye.